Hello everyone, welcome. We're in week 3 of the second rendition of the CTR World Cup. As usual, my name's Drask, and I've got some very epic commentators with me. Joining me on the main commentary bench today, we've got extra special guest commentator, Rare.
Hello.
And then we've got everyone's favourite balding boomer, Sparda.
Hello. Nice.
So today we've got Australia versus Spain, which is going to be quite an interesting match to see. Both teams that I feel like are fairly close in skill coming into this World Cup, so I'm excited to see which one comes out on top. I don't know if you guys on the bench have any predictions for who's going to come out on top here.
Our special guest should start first, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be pretty close. Like you said, they're both pretty close in skill, so shouldn't be too much favored in one team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Sparda?
I think it will be like 20 points either way.
Mhm.
But if I'm going to pick a team who I actually think will get the win, I think Spain is going to come out and get the win today. First win of a World Cup. I think they're determined to do it.
Yeah, I think that's a good point actually. I don't know. I think this would be the first World Cup win for either of these teams. I'm pretty sure neither team have won one yet, so it's a match that both teams would have very high stakes in, because getting that singular win really puts you ahead in getting you out of the bottom two, which are the ones eliminated, because in these early seeding stages you are only eliminating the bottom two teams from memory. So if you obviously
Australia did win last year though.
Yeah, so last year, yes, Australia did win. I don't remember the score difference, but I know that last year Australia won. I think it was like not a landslide, but not super close. I feel like it was like 40 point, around that range.
I think so.
I can't quite remember, but yeah, it's a again, it was a pretty decisive match, that one. So I'm keen to see this run back to see who's going to win. And we've got their draft up, and they've actually just started, so it's pretty good timing that I brought that up. So we'll jump to the bands here. We're starting with Spain. First band, Papu's Pyramid. I am incredibly disappointed. I love watching Papu's.
Yeah, surprised by that one.
So we see an Assembly Lane ban here by Australia, not wanting to have that more longer, I guess, track in this mix. And again, another long track band. We see Electron Avenue banned by Spain.
Yeah, these are interesting bands against Australia.
And Slide Coliseum banned for Australia. I'm unsure whether the Spanish players do Pulse Width, because obviously that's probably the reason it was banned then.
Meteor Gorge.
So they heard our prayers. They heard our prayers, Sparda. Meteor Gorge banned.
What a ban.
And Thunderstruck banned.
Didn't ban Tiny Arena. I was expecting a Tiny Arena ban from Australia against Spain.
Yeah, that is a good point. Oh, and we see Tiny Arena picked immediately, and we see, yep, you reap what you sow.
Yep.
Don't ban Tiny Arena, it gets picked.
That could be a mistake against Spain. I definitely ban it against them.
I know that the Australians, most of them enjoy Tiny Arena, but enjoying it and going against Spain on Tiny Arena.
Yeah, is a different story. And they're picking Crash Cove, and they can't pull to it. Interesting. Very interesting.
It's also an interesting track to pick with this connection, because this is going to be another interesting one given the distance. So it's, as much as item plays are very pivotal on Crash Cove, it's not always easiest to hit on these less stable connections.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of teleporting in people's streams here today for sure.
Oh, do we see a glitch draft? Or did they actually pick Twilight? That did time out there, it looked like. But Twilight Tour, assuming this has all gone right, has been picked.
Yeah. Spain know what they want.
Yeah, Spain picking just bam, 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 bam. Shots straight out the gate. Clockwork and out of time as they're rounding out the first half of this match. So we'll see what Australia counters with here.
I'm expecting Dingo to be picked by one of these teams.
Oh, that would be a joy.
It's always a fun one to watch.
Always love me some Dingo Canyon.
Rare will just be screaming, Dingo Canyon is free the whole time. Yeah, I'm wondering if Australia is having issues with the draft. That's the second time they went to timer. I mean, Cortex Castle is a track I think they would pick. So it's like, the tracks aren't too sus. But yeah, they are taking the full time. So I'm not sure if that's strategy or if that's a bit of a fault with the tool. We'll see.
Oh, it's bugged.
Ah.
Yeah. Australia stalling tech. Yeah, this is...
Man, this happened the last time we commentated Australia.
Australians just don't like the draft tool, apparently.
No.
Alright, any new draft links? Alright, they're making a new link, so we're going to have a CTR Draft 2 Electric Boogaloo coming up.
They're gonna ban Tiny Arena this time.
Yeah, they've seen, they're like, we made a mistake.
Yep.
Because yeah, it seemed like Cove was correct, and then everything past that bugged out for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'm assuming their bans will remain the same, of course, given it seemed fine up until then, but I'm curious on the track picks after Tiny Arena if anything changes.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they didn't ban Tiny Arena, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm not someone who plays Spain. Like, I've actually never played them. I've played with Jasu before, and that's it. It's the only interaction I've really had with the Spanish players, outside of, like, hearsay, of just hearing stuff about them. And even I knew that Tiny Arena is a very fierce pick for them, and so I actually was expecting a Tiny Arena ban, like, first.
Yeah, 100%, because Rogo has like a 246 on it. Like, he's really, really fast.
Goodness.
Alright.
I can't imagine.
Most importantly, we're going to get some fresh tunes.
That's what we're here for.
And then... this is the first red edition of the draft. This is like the first time we're seeing the draft, okay? Like, forget the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, this has not happened already.
Wow, they banned Electron and Papus. I didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming at all.
On Meteor God? Oh wow, yes, I'm so happy to see it.
Yeah, what a shame.
They heard your prayers, guys. Look at that.
Our prayers have been answered.
Alright, so if Sparda and I are on commentary bench and your team bans Meteor Gorge, you will immediately have our bias in your favor.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there. So, go Team Spain! I mean, what?
Vamos Española.
This is now a Spanish commentary.
Yeah.
Hola, Mai.
Oh, sí, a la mierda. Oh, puta Cove.
Oh.
Sí.
Let's see what they actually pick this time.
Weird sounding Spanish, Rare.
Yeah. Senor.
CC, they pick Inferno.
But they usually pick that.
Yeah, they picked it last time as their first track. It almost feels like Australia's warm-up track is Inferno, whereas other, same way some people do Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, same tracks from Spain, of course. It was fine for them. So.
Yeah. I'm getting Spanish lessons in the chat, it looks like. Let's go.
Oh. Education.
It's very important.
I love learning a new language when I can. I'm not very good at it, but I'll try it. Don't tell me it's bugged again.
Out. Yeah.
I have a feeling they might be doing it on their phones.
Never do it on the phone. It's
never.
I'm gonna.
My God. It's my birthday, guys.
Oxide Station.
It's been going on so long.
They should just go back and forth with it at this point.
Yeah.
Write it down in the chat at this point, because we know the bands. Just pick the picks, basically,
Yeah.
Oh man. And
Wait,
Blizzard Bluff is a pick that I could see them picking though, because Sav really enjoys that one.
Oh, he did pick it. He did pick it.
Yeah.
They did pick it though. They picked it.
Yeah, so
Oh, there's Dingo. Yeah. What the heck are these these last tracks? Oh my god. Okay.
Tiger Temple, I'm excited to see if anyone goes for the cut on Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, that does. You're right. That does exist.
That content.
They're gonna end with Koala, I feel.
That's a
Oh,
like
wow.
it's Koala Carnival in Halloween.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a similar looking track, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure that a carnival setting is Nina's Nightmare, so it's kind of fitting. So alright, we've got our draft here. I'm gonna quickly swap over to this again. I'll swap over here just so you guys can see what's happening in the lobby. I'm gonna quickly pull this draft so that I can get a cheeky screeny of it for you.
See, Jasu is feeling his beard, so he is committed to this match.
He's contemplating. He's contemplating.
Yeah. Whenever you're stroking the beard, you mean business.
Like, I am actually incredibly intimidated right now.
Hey, I feel like you don't even need to have the flag next to his name. He's already got it there.
Yeah, we have a mini flag.
He's a bigger version. Doing your job for you. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we are almost good to go here, it looks like.
Yeah, so we've got a... Let's see. Just add this draft.
Let me hear Discord sounds.
Alright. So we can see here, we now have the draft up for you with the scores. We can confirm if these are the correct 8 players. Looks like Jichio is playing instead of GTR, so we've got everything correct.
On. Love to see it.
Alright. So we'll be going into race 1, which is a tiny arena.
Yikes.
Not one I usually see opening. Gotta admit.
It's a bit of an interesting one.
Yeah,
I think they were just...
They were warming up beforehand, so...
They were just excited to be able to play. They were like, oh, we get to play Tiny Arena, no one banned it. Alright, while we're waiting on this load screen, chat, I know a few of you have, but who do you think's going to win? Let us know in chat. And if you're feeling a bit dicey, how much is the score difference going to be?
You could try a poll. Someone could make one.
Imagine knowing how to make a poll.
I'm not sure if we can, not being affiliate.
True.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if non-affiliates can make polls.
Imagine not being an affiliate.
True, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
40%, okay. Jabba obviously thinks Australia.
There we go.
Actually.
Sorry, I had a glitch with one of the POVs. I just fixed it for you. It just froze on me. It's alright.
We are good to go.
There we go. So yeah, it's fixed now. So now we see that there's a bit of a dicey connection for Australia here, looking like Spain is indeed hosting the first half here.
Yes.
Bunch of gentlemen pentas.
Yeah, so yeah, it looks like Australia is all playing Gentleman Penta, so it's difficult to tell exactly who's in first here, but we do see it is Australia in first with a pinstripe right on top of them, which was Rogo, who just got taken out by the Penta here. So we are seeing a top 2 at the moment for Australia, though only the first is looking comfortable, looking like that's Jichio in first, who is probably the top time trialer of Oz, so not surprising there. Rogo getting masked, falling all the way down into 7th here with looking like a Spanish player down in 8th, quite far behind here, as the second place Spyro gets taken out alongside one of the Australians.
There's an orb already.
Unjuiced orb thrown. It can be difficult to dodge those when there's lag, but it looks like that doesn't matter to Sav, who just bounces past it. So we see Jichio gets taken out here, getting caught up to by Sav, but the Spanish players are fairly far behind, so I'm wondering this top 2 might be pretty safe. We see Mutata getting comboed here by Vegetti, just endless stun there, as Jasu goes for a snipe on 3rd place. Looks like he misses. Gets taken out by a missile from Walker there. Counters with his own missile. Takes up into 3rd here, but we see that top 2 have got a massive breakaway.
This is big for Australia.
Yeah, this would be a nice start for them here, especially since...
Oh, that's not a spot you want to get hit with that beaker in.
And this is actually going to allow Jasu to catch up here. He's really close now. We do see Rogo gets taken out in a similar spot, but before the pad, so it's not too bad. So so Jasu's just going for Wumpa here. Going to try and outline Sav here. So the top 2 for Australia are their favourite time trialers. So we'll see if he can do it.
Savage.
Yeah, and Mutata has a clock though, and they throw an orb. Spain throw an orb here, so we'll see if Mutata counters with a clock when hit with hit stun, or not. Now holds on to the clock here. Holds on.
Surprised by that.
Loses fire. I just
yeah.
Oh, and we see that a Savage hits a Nitro on the pad there. Decides to go back for the fire. Very interesting choice, and then doesn't hold the fire, so bit of an unfortunate misplay there. But we do see 2nd place gets hit as Sav runs into a beaker as well. That's unfortunate. So now it's not looking good for Australia. They use the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mutata gets a 5th place mask too. Yeah.
Takes out Rogomezto here. So this is actually a great recovery. Wasn't looking good for a second there, but that clock has saved them. Almost sniped Mutata with that beaker, Jasu did, but he did have a mask on. Sav is in 8th, not too far behind, does have a mask. If he pulls a few more, he'll catch up. We see that one of the Spanish players got taken out and is in the back with the 2 pentas here.
Yeah, massive confidence boost for Australia to beat Spain on Tiny Arena.
Yeah, and they're also looking really good for 1st. Chichio out the front is incredibly far ahead. Yeah, as you said, Jasu falling behind here. Another orb thrown.
My goodness.
Lot of power.
Yeah, Sav throwing that one. Gets taken out as he passes though. He does get the squish on Rogo, but this does mean he doesn't capitalize as Jasu gets to break away here. Has a juiced engine, so Sav couldn't hold fire there. Jasu hitting a trapped crate.
Beaker again, yeah.
He enjoying those beakers. He must be thirsty.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated, everyone. Oh, he's going for Pulse Word. Is he going to be able to catch up and squish Sav? He does.
Nice.
Wow.
And everyone says you can't Pulse Word on Tiny Arena.
It is so difficult to do it, but he just did it very well.
And then he gets rewarded by being masked by his... was that by his teammate? No, that was by the other. There was an Australian also.
Orb. My goodness.
Yeah, is that the 4th power item?
4th orb and a clock, I think, so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goodness.
And yeah, we see that...
Seeing the power items.
That really confirms the 1st place. Chichio didn't get hit. He had a shield. 2nd place did. Looking like 2nd might be safe though. They do have 2 pentas advancing on them, but they have no fire here. And a Nitro in 3rd. That's not going to do much.
Yeah, he could have done it.
So he really needs missiles coming from these next 2 crates, but instead he gets taken out there. So we see.
His own teammate?
No, I think Jasu might be hitting them, or it was a back missile. Hard to tell there. There is a bit of lag though, so it could have been a team kill. We see Jasu in the middle of shields here.
Oh, Roggo has a mask. Okay, never mind.
Big
and Mutata barely beats out Jasu there. Jasu was trying to keep that position, but looking like Australia getting 1st, 4th, 6th, and 7th here.
I believe that's 1. That's a 1 point.
Yeah, it's a really close, really close match there.
Even if it's a small one, they definitely needed that win since it was definitely more Spain favored.
Yeah, that track and taking it was tough to beat Spain on, but they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See lots of power items in this one, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I almost feel like I need to add a counter in the corner of the stream somewhere.
Yeah, there was 5.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. Good start though.
Good for us as the viewers to see at least. Not so fun to be involved when it's happening too.
Yeah. Especially with the lag. Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say people did pretty well despite the lag, in my opinion, to still take each other out. Actually.
Spain are hosting this half, so
Yes.
the advantage is in Spain's corner at the moment because they can see everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
Australia still get the win, so
I know that's a common thing I heard last World Cup was with these shaky hosts where it was a 50-50, where you had 5 good, 5 bad races for connection. People just really prioritize getting good wins on their own host.
yeah.
And then you just minimize losses on expecting losses on the other host, which is understandable.
That's basically the strategy.
You kind of do the draft in such a way that if you know you're hosting the first half, you pick the tracks that you know you're better on. Like Clockwork, Wumpa, Out of Time, Tiny Arena are probably the best Spanish tracks they could ask for.
Yeah. And I think part of this, I think this kind of demonstrates how powerful knowledge of a team goes. Because if you're going against a team who is amazing at Tiny Arena, for example, and you just don't know that and you don't ban it thinking it's not a worry, then you might get top 4'd there. Like, it really can be important knowing who you're going up against.
Very true, very true. Oh, it's supposed to be Barin Runes, not Oxide, by the way.
Okay, that's an interesting note. So I don't know if chat remembers, we had this issue last time. We have to use this thing called Imagination. Race 6. Barin Ruins, not Oxide. You just have to...
It looks awfully like Oxide, don't get me wrong, but it actually is Barin Runes.
Yeah,
Look
like...
close together, you can see a robot there.
So if you squint and you like turn your head 45 degrees to the left, and then you change the stream quality to 240p, then you can see it.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's people, if you can't see it, then you need to get your eyes checked. This is an interesting track now.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Mutata is going back. I don't see people really do that. See if that works.
Did not
out
get
for him.
rewarded. Nope.
No, triple missiles, yeah.
It was see, Rogo's going for the Wumpas because he has an engine, and he's going for it.
Yeah,
and he goes into TNT.
Yeah, goes into a TNT, so he loses
wow.
it. But he does keep ahead of Sav here, takes him out with a missile here. We see Jichio, I believe it is, breaking away again. With 2 Spanish players right on his heels. Missile gonna go for Rogo here, struggling to hit because of the lag. Does connect in the end though, as we see Sav taking up into 4th now. First place did get taken out here. We see Jichio going around the shortcut there, forfeiting his places. So top 2 currently for Spain.
Ooh, Rogo gets taken out. He really wants this engine.
Yeah, he does. He gets an orb instead though, so that can be...
We see Jasu. Ooh.
Oh,
gets
gets taken out. He does have a second engine though, so next lap.
Does?
That... Okay.
Does indeed. So if Rogo can get the Wumpa, they have a orb in reserve.
Yeah, it can be bad though, because this means that Rogo can't do anything himself to catch up while we wait for the orb to be able to be used, and we already see that
Or Jasu with the super engines.
yeah. Oh, he's got another one, yeah. Oh, he loses a...
He runs in.
He just uses his next engine now. He's going to try and get past all these shields. And he gets masked.
Yep.
Yeah, not the best place to use it. It's so narrow.
Yeah. But he tried.
And we see that...
3 Australians.
Yeah, so this is Spain winning in first with a decent lead, actually. So yeah, they've held this orb. They haven't really been able to use it. It seems like first place just can't roll a dodge.
Wow.
And we see the the Australian in the back is really making work of these bottom 2 Spanish players, especially since Rogo's essentially defenseless to holding this orb. We see first place gets secured here. They throw the orb in a last-ditch effort. It looks like it... And he's going to SE Pulse with it. Is he going to get past Jichio here? Looks like he will. Alright, so it looks like the orb got them 1 position. It did secure the fact that Jichio got last here. So that's only a 1-point win for Australia.
Australia's starting very, very, very strong.
Yeah. So only small wins, but they have had 2 wins currently. So it's nice to have the momentum swing in your favour, even if it's just minor momentum. It's good to have something go in your favour to begin with.
HaCooma going backwards at the beginning, I'm not really sure how valuable that even is. I've been told in the past that it's not really worth it to go back at the start of Cove. I don't really see the point of it either, to be honest.
No. If you get a mask, you're still going to be miles behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the only merit is getting Sacred Fire, and again, if you're in the back, especially in this format, generally the best way to come back is using SE Pulse with you cancel your fire for that. So,
Yeah.
If the track was longer, it'd be a smart play, but it's just so short before you get to the pad. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how long. I don't know laps very well, but
Based on
it's
something
just...
like Park, you can also get juiced right away.
Yeah,
So-
very true. And there's a lot of off-road that you can take advantage of when you do get a mask.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 4-way tie for Crown, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, you love to see it.
You do. So, at the moment, Australia have 3 crowns and a turtle. Kind of epic.
The best possible outcome.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the Australian native and exclusive animal, the turtle.
Ah, yes. But yeah, this could be... I had a feeling this would be a very close-up match, and it's as close can be at the moment, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Only a 2-point difference after 2 races is very intense. Especially since we're going into Inferno, which was another one we were concerned for Australia picking, given the prevalence of SE Pulse within the other team. But we did see that it didn't work out to be too effective for Spain there, as Rogo and Jassu did try, but to no, not really any avail, only getting minor spots there. But we'll see if there's anything different here.
I feel like despite that disadvantage, the other 2 times that Australia has picked Inferno, they've done fine on it. So
Yeah, exactly.
We have Mutata not moving at the start.
Yeah, Mutata's just vibing. He does get an engine, but I don't think he will use this for Pulse. We'll just get Infinite here.
Yeah. We have Jassu taking the early lead.
Yeah, and we see Rogo in the back masking here after he got taken out early.
he actually went backwards at the start.
Oh, I see. We got
Which at least you can get juiced. So
Yeah.
there's some merit to doing
he
that.
takes out Jichio here with a missile. He's got another one targeting Hakuma, who has a shield though, so not going to do too much there. We'll see if he can get a hit on. Probably not at this angle, and he doesn't.
No.
But we do see a few
yeah.
people getting taken out there with only Mutata and Walker, I believe, in the top 4 there for Australia. Oh, Sav,
Mutata
sorry.
gets the mask.
Yeah, he takes him out.
Yeah, so we see 2-3-4 for Australia again, mirroring the last match. Looking like we're having winning positions at the moment by 1 yet again. We'll see if anything can change though. Rogo with a shield in 7th, probably going to be throwing this if he doesn't pass anyone or many people to
Yeah.
roll better items here. Gonna try and get the shield tackle on Mutata, and he does. Loses fire though. Gets an engine though,
It's an engine.
but he does have a mask
Thank you.
behind him. He waits and lets Jichio pass though.
Smart.
So we'll see how much... Oh, and he gets another engine. This could be very good for him. He's going wide just to make sure he can dodge everyone here. He does get past quite a few people here. Oh, he gets a hang time, which does kill his pulse whip, so he's going to have a bit of an issue here getting over this bump as he kills his
And he's like,
teammate
Ooh.
and then gets missiled. So
Ah,
the first pulse whip was good, but the second one really messed him up there.
Yeah. We're going to have to hold on to this first place to minimize damage now, possibly.
Yeah, he does get
Gets
another engine, so we'll see what he can do with this one. We do see at the front, we got a little battle for first here. And it looks like first place does take out, Jassu takes out Walker there, gets a nice lead there. So first looking pretty comfortable as 2-3 have quite the distance though on anyone else. So potentially top 3 have been sealed, but unless we see some more pulse with shenanigans. And we see Rogo gets a really nice one there. Catches
And a
right up. Yeah, has a mask here. Samia getting taken out by a beaker and then team killed by Rogo. That's unfortunate as it allows Mutata to pass here.
Rogo does not get... Mutata is doing a very good job ankle biting these guys today.
Yeah, and we see as much as Rogo did catch up, he gets another engine. Is he gonna use this to try and pass them? We'll see if he can do it.
Oh boy.
He can do it.
Oh
He can do
boy.
Oh, he gets past
Can
one.
do it, and he gets past one.
Oh, and he barely loses to Sav by
Oh.
0.2, but he does get a position out of it. He got one position out of that final pulse word. So we
It's a
see,
win for Spain, I think, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, 1-3-5-8. Yeah, that should be a win. Yeah, not a huge
Yes.
one, but I think it's enough to swing it into their favor overall. That was a very fixated on Rogo there. He was doing so many pulse words, going up and down with his positions there. See, that was a very interesting Inferno. I love to see it because I know that we have had Inferno in the past and we haven't seen nearly that many shenanigans in a single race.
See Rogo rolling a lot of engines. That's the dream.
Yeah, seems like me in NMG.
Always when now Spain take the advantage with this +1.
Yeah, so that was a 3-point difference there in Spain's favour. So yet another small win. We're seeing incredibly small wins and a triple tie for bronze now.
Nice. Just one crown. Jasu going from turtle all the way up to crown in one race. You love to see it.
Yeah, I guess it just goes to show how close the scores are here. And we see that no one's, gotten 4 points after 3 races, which you always hate to see when someone just gets body bagged like that.
Yeah. So next up we have Clockwork Wumpa, which I know Spain are very good on. Don't know how good Australia is in this one, but I know Spain is very good on Clockwork Wumpa.
Yeah, not sure. I personally don't remember hearing Australia talk about being strong on Clockwork. I don't remember it being a notable track for them, but we'll see how they do on it.
Interesting to see. But yeah, it's as we expected. Close match.
Alright, so we're going to be putting on the nice bop Clockwork Wumpa has. I do love, I am partial to the retro theme for Clockwork Wumpa.
Yeah. Will we see anyone go for the big cut, I wonder?
Yeah, it'd be interesting if anyone does go for it, especially since when you've got a mask, it does have a bit of that, eases off some of the difficulty there.
Yeah. You see Spain with the...
Yeah, so we're seeing, looks like Mutata has almost broken away, has Samir on top of him here, as the Sav gets taken out early on, falls right behind with Walker in the back with him there. We're seeing Jichio and Mutata up the front here. Mutata taking a TNT though, does go round the shortcut so he can not explode, but does lose fire for it. So now Jichio's the closest, but not actually very far ahead of Mutata still. Mutata does have a shield, but Samir does have a nice lead here. So, important note. Oh, we see Sav getting taken out right after fire there, so that's really unfortunate for him as he's going to be pretty far behind now. But in 4th place, Rogo actually has infinite here, and on a track like Clockwork, that can make you outline someone so much. It's so useful here.
Yeah, he loses his shield to the Nitro.
Yeah, and we
Hakuma.
does try and get the trapdoor on him, but doesn't succeed here.
He's going to have to be very careful with his teammate there with the blue shield on him. With the lag, he might accidentally hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're seeing a little ankle biting session in the back here. Sav hitting a beaker and then squishing Jasu.
Mutata could play the slowdown here.
Yeah, Jasu doing a
Up-
great job
up.
at ankle biting in the back here, taking out both of the Australians there. Or one of them had a mask though. So yeah, we see Sav holding an orb here. It's unjuiced at the moment, but he's likely going to be getting it juiced just at this Wumpa here. Jichio getting taken out there. Only Mutata in the top 3 here. Top 4.
This orb could be very crucial for them.
Yeah, especially since Rogo has another missile here. Gonna take out Mutata if it doesn't chimp. And it does take him out here. Goes for a second
the
missile.
shield.
And he hits a Nitro right after. Oh, that's so unfortunate, Rogo. This does actually allow top 2 for Spain to break away, though, as Vichetti breaks into second with the orb being thrown.
I'm expecting... They have just as a clock.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a counter
Yes.
here.
Likely when top 2 get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see if Jassy doesn't use the clock. So going to be holding on to it for a later time. I guess they were thinking that it wouldn't help them, but now their first place Sammy has fallen down to 3rd in the pack, so a different clock being used by Australia there.
Wow.
Okay.
3 people falling off the pad.
And now
Jasu just immediately using his clock, and yeah, he just takes out like 4 people after the pad there, so...
Kuma has got a bomb in reserve for the guy behind him, though. This could be big. He misses.
He misses there. That's really, really surprising. Now he gets a beaker, might be able to get the beaker off on him, but we'll see what he does. But they both don't have fire here, so it's not looking like there's an advantage to either one at the moment. We'll see who gets the right item and uses it well. Yeah, gets a bomb here. Misses the bomb. We'll see if second place... No, gets taken out. Second place does get taken out, so Mutata's going to get the win here.
Huge turnaround.
Yeah, so looking like first place is secured alongside second, third, likely gonna be Samir clutching it here with Rogomezto coming up into 4th. Yeah, as he takes out Chichio, who was actually position glitched, I believe. A Penta got taken out on the line.
Joss is gonna hold the 6th here.
It looks like he is, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so if we look at
yeah, he does. Okay.
If we look at not Mutata's scoreboard, Mutata's scoreboard is a little glitched, but we do see that looks like it was 2-3-4 there for 2-3-4-6 for Spain there, so that's a +5, I think. Yeah, +5. So yeah, that was very unfortunate for Chichio there. He was at the final uphill, and I think he hit a nitro. I didn't actually see what he got taken out by, but then it allowed Rogo to combo him. I believe it was Rogo.
This is a crazy war, I have to say.
Yeah, a lot of power items, a lot of item plays here.
There's a lot of toxic plays as well, which is always fun to watch.
Exactly. Alright, so we see 81 to 75. Only a 6-point difference after 4 races here.
Don't forget, this is the host. This is Spain's host as well, so their connection is much better, and they're only +6 with 1 track left for them. Then Australia get the advantage. So they'd want to get a lot of points in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of time.
Alright, we look like we're seeing some chess here. I'm assuming, as Samir and Vichetti both leave. Hoping we haven't just seen half of the Spanish team rage quit, but of course we have. We haven't. We see that they are just swapping front and back row. So
it's now a 4v2, everyone.
Yeah, yeah, they've got to get big points with only 2 players.
Yes, I don't know how they can physically win, but still we make it happen somehow. Lap hits, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how many power items. Oh, that actually. Chat, place your bets. Tell us in chat now, how many power items are we going to see on Out of Time? My bet's...
12.
Not too many.
12, yeah, we're going to see 12. Easy.
I said 3.
Yeah, I was thinking 3. I'm going to go 2 since you've said 3. Not going to be the same as you. 69 power items. I'd love to see it.
Back in time Grand Prix. Here we come.
It's like over 12 power items per lap.
I'd be ballsy and say there will be none. But looking at how it's been so far, I don't. The odds are pretty low.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go with 1. All right, we all have different bets here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Jax says 4. Also has 69.
Juba with 88. Alright, we'll see if we get 88 power items here.
What do you mean Juba? It's Jabba. Come on.
Oh, you're right. Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt is going to say 88. I mean, I'd love to see 88, not going to lie.
Alright, so we're seeing, looks like most people got fire there at the start. Although it looks like Rogo did mess up his boosting there. Sav hit the fence. Mutata comes through with a
cleaning up a
mask.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so top 2 for Spain are up there alone now against the Australian Emu War Army. So we're going to see if they can keep their lead here. They do have fire. Looks like most of the Oz team don't. So that is a bit of an advantage to break away. Only one of the Australians close behind. So we'll see if the two of them can take them out.
Do you see Mutata with a shield in his inventory?
Yeah, so Mutata is in 3rd here with his shield, but
Oh, he missed a boost.
yeah, he lost fire there. So this top 2 is looking. This top 2
And
looking.
Fire.
Yeah, and Rago gets hit after as well. Or at, I should say. At the pad.
Oh, unfortunate.
I mean, top 2's already gone.
Yeah, we see that
Yeah.
Mutata's still in 3rd for this long after having no fire. So that really shows how much of a gap they have as the Emu army is progressing all the way up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we see Mutata.
Mutata is doing toxic plays.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely letting his teammates pass him, because with the lag, he could easily hit one of them, so I understand.
And also Mutata's better when it comes to ankle biting and not lines. So it's smart for him to be the one in the back, if anyone. And we see that Sav had a mini head for a second there. I don't know if anyone caught that. Had a baby Penta head as a Viz TNT was on his head right after Blue Fire.
New character? Baby Penta?
Baby Penta. So we see Sav has fallen right down because of that. So he has no fire.
And Spain also is top 3 now.
Yeah, so that's really, really strong for Spain here, and we're going to see if Rogo can do anything, but he has a missile chasing after him as he passes Sav here. Sav has his own missiles, looking like he's passed safely.
This would be a big...
This is
jeez.
Top 3
Wow.
and 5th here.
Mutata squishes his teammate and fails to cut.
That's so unfortunate for Mutata, because he's now so far behind, he's about to be lapped, and he's got a mask on, so he's got to make sure that even with the lag, he's got to try not to hit anyone here.
1, 2, 3, and 5. Spain will take this.
Yeah, this is a massive win for Spain here.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether the Penta in 4th gets taken out. They do have a shield though, so really it looks like Rogo's either depending on double trap hit or a driving mistake here. And losing reserves on out of time is kind of easy, as we see Rogo just did. It's the wall. He's just demonstrating what we said.
But Jasu loses position too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Lose fire. So.
Wow, that's
actually
that's
actually really big for Australia. So we'll see whether Jasu can catch up here. And with that gap, with 1 lapse, looking like he won't. Chichio really showing the strength of his lines here, keeping ahead of everyone.
That orb's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's too...
Jasu and Rago are protected.
Yeah, so that's just a vanity orb, shall you say. So yeah, it looks like Chichio secures the 3rd there, so he does minimize the losses for his team there. As Spain come in with a secure 1, 2, 4, 5 there.
Still a big win, yeah.
Yeah, it's like plus 13, plus 11, something like that.
Yep. And there was 1 power item, so I guess you were right. Rare?
Yeah, I won the bet, yeah.
You were right. 1 power item. Kind of disappointed. I was expecting like 4 or 5.
And it didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
No, it was pointless.
So basically 0. We all lost that.
Yeah, they wanted Rare to be correct, so they were like, let's throw a useless power item. They like the POVs we didn't see, like Chichio in 3rd. He actually had a clock, but he didn't want me to be right, so he didn't use it. It's unfortunate, but it's how it is.
That's pretty toxic.
Next up, we have got Barin Ruins. That looks a bit like Oxide Station.
Alright, we also see
Scores.
Change.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at your scores and I'm like, no one got first.
Yeah, it's fixed. They fixed it. Alright, cool.
Gotcha. So yeah, we see that was a 15-point win for Spain there. So 21-point lead going into the host change here. So this is really going to be swinging into Australia's favour, as they get the clean connection now. They get the privilege of seeing who they hit.
Seeing where everyone actually is. And we see Jasu getting very animated on his screen as well.
Yeah, honestly, I've thought of attempting to zoom in on his POV, but he's just such an expressive guy. Like, I wonder if I'm like, are we gonna get another moment like the first Spain match?
Yeah, dude, I love watching Jasu. I watched a VOD when I think it was VE and like VC played, and I watched his stream back, and his facial expressions to stuff like was just the best. I love that guy's reaction so much.
He's priceless. He's priceless. All right.
I've got some nice reactions. We have the host change now. Interesting.
All right. So yeah, we'll see. I'm assuming Savage Sense is going to be hosting. He's usually the host for Australia. If they wanted to be cruel, they could make Chichio host with his like terrible, unstable Wi-Fi that makes him lag on most hosts. But yeah, likely they're going to be going for Savage host here. So again, probably going to be a little shaky connection, just like we saw for Australia there, but for Spain instead. So this might make the difference and allow Australia to start picking up some wins, because it's 21 points in 5 races is very easy to make up. 1 top 4, and you've already reduced that to a 2-point margin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of interesting though, this second half is quite something, like when it comes to the tracks.
Yeah.
It's like 4 really short ones in a row. 2 of which I despise with my whole being.
Yeah,
but I won't get into that.
I assume you despise Barin Ruins and Tiger Temple and love Blizzard Bluff.
No. Yeah.
No.
He despises Dingo Canyon, of course.
Dingo Canyon is kind of ass, I don't lie.
Hey, I'll admit it's ass, but I still love it.
Yes. Kind of sounds a bit off, but okay.
Yeah. We'll let it slide.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just this once. So we are going into, if you remember, tilt your head to the side and squint a little bit, and you'll see we're going into Barin Ruins for this next match. So Australia's pick, I believe they picked it in one of the other matches we commentated, but I do have the memory of a goldfish, so I could be wrong there. But I know that a lot of the tracks I've noticed Australia pick, such as Blizzard Bluff, Barin Ruins, Inferno, Crash Cove, are all tracks that Jichio and Sav, their runners, love time trialing. So it seems like they're tracks that are really strong for the front runners of Australia, and having people, like Mutata, with their ankle biting, a lot of these tracks coincidentally really do have a heavy item element, such as, of course, Crash Cove, Inferno, Blizzard Bluff, of course. So it's going to be, I think it's pretty tactical picks here by Australia, and we'll see especially with the lag, if we're going to see Spain able to bring it out. As someone who has played on shaky connections on these tracks before, I can already tell you that playing on a Blizzard Bluff can be incredibly rough.
I can't imagine, man.
Because the amount of times you would be near someone and they would teleport above you and slam you into the fence. And then you just get lapped because you got teleported on. Like, it's because the fence is so narrow, it's the worst spot for it, so... Same with the Tiger Temple grass. Trying to take the grass with anyone remotely near you, they can just teleport in front of you without a moment's notice, and then you just lose all speed. So, scary tracks to be going into with teleporting. Luckily, Megamix didn't get picked. Megamix would have been an incredibly toxic pick by either team, because when there's teleporting, the enemy...
mines. Yeah, mines and stuff.
When other people are teleporting, there's a chance they would teleport into a mine, blow up the mine and kill you, but because they didn't actually hit the mine, they don't die, because they only hit it on your screen through teleporting. So people can kill you by existing near you on Megamix. It's a unique feature of the track.
All part of Beanox's plan, I think.
They were like, what if we used they heard the comments about the bad netcode, and as the Megamix GP was rolling around, they're like, we're going to turn this on everyone's heads. You don't like our netcode? Deal with it with the mines.
Yeah, have fun with this. Oh, man.
So yeah, these tracks are going to be
Lobby
exciting to
is
watch
good.
though. So we're almost done putting up the lobby. We've got 6 people in now. Mutada had jumped out into time trials and did about 2 attempts. So a very efficient use of his time. Because with the, you spend 4 minutes loading out of online, 2 minutes loading into time trial, 2 attempts, 2 minutes loading out, 4 minutes back into online. So
Man.
But we do see in the trend, Spain lost the first 2 and have won the next 3, so momentum is in their favour now. But obviously the host shift is going to make an impact, but we'll see how confident Australia feel on
Yeah.
making a small comeback. But
yeah,
still.
the morale is a really big thing here. Because after losing 2 races and having it be close, and then getting crushed with an almost top 4 on out of time, you might be feeling out of spirits there. I know
Out of
that.
time, out of spirits.
Yeah, exactly. Out of motivation.
I feel like they can easily bring this back though, because
Oh,
the thing
100%.
with Australia is they're so used to lag and teleporting that they know how to like actually play in that environment,
Yeah,
which is why like they're not getting swept by these guys right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent
Like they can
point.
handle it. So
whereas Spain won't be as used to it at all.
yeah.
And I wonder how
exactly.
this is going to affect Spain going forward, because we might be seeing a few more team kills, because even doing something such as throwing away your bomb can be very dangerous, because someone can teleport into it from your team. So you've got to be careful. So yeah, I am curious to see. And again, this kind of thing, I don't know anyone that enjoys playing under lag, so we'll see if this affects Spain's morale overall.
And we're off.
Alright.
I see Jasu going fast. Oh, he's opting to go wide.
Yeah, so we see Mutada with an early shield there. Does take out Samu, who was already in tumble though, so he does have some iframes going on here. Sav with the little breakaway, it's looking like. Unsurprising, as he really loves time trialing this track to my knowledge. We see that Mutada gets a beaker on Vercetti there. Vercetti falling down into the pack as we see an early orb,
An orb.
unjuiced, takes
Wow.
out like everyone.
Goodness.
Fantastic spot to use it. So we see Sav with no fire. Looks like Vercetti behind him does have fire. He's going to be able to get the pass here. Don't know if he'll get a hit off. Sav
Oh, he
missing
missed
the
the bomb.
bomb. That's really unfortunate. Looks like Samir did get hit though. So the pack has fallen behind top 2. So it's really a battle for top 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
Chichio getting taken out there. Falls down into 6th. Mutada getting missiled there. Gets caught in an awkward spot and has to kind of shimmy around. So we're seeing Sav with a green shield up the front. He is trying to outline Vercetti here. Vercetti putting a TNT and taking out the shield of Sav there. Mutada with a mask in 8th here. Gonna see if he can clean up this really close together pack, but have to be careful not to take out his teammates.
Savage holding his
TNT.
pet-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
TNT.
pet TNT.
Hey, there it is. He's just not dropping it at all. Very interesting.
We see Mutada tried to get a mask hit on Rogo and missed, but does get a bomb hit on Samir there. Is he going to be able to take off
Dropped
Jasu's
the
shield?
TNT.
Yeah, there you go, Savage.
Oh, and Mutada gets taken out by a blue shield there. So he was trying to make the comeback, but he
Ooh.
doesn't. And then
Ooh.
Sav hitting that Nitro.
That's gonna slow him down a lot, but he's still at a nice lead. That he should still be okay.
Yeah, we see the closest is Rogo here in 4th. Going to try and missile off the shield, but missiles with this level of teleporting, you can see they just don't work too well.
Ooh.
Savage hits a red as well. He's hitting all the tight
I
stuff
think it's
here.
And he actually gets caught up to here as Rogo slows down to hit him there.
Savage.
And then he hits a trapped crate.
Speaker.
Yeah,
My
hits a
goodness.
trapped crate there. And an
And there's an orb as well.
orb.
Wow.
There's a lot happening right now.
Rogo
getting
shield
killed.
sniping Mutada there, and then rolls another shield, so he's got protection there. We see that
And
Rogo
he
then
killed another one.
gets another shield to take out
Robert
Chichio
is
there.
just Ending.
Oh,
Third
my
shield.
God.
He's going to see if he can catch up to Walker here, I believe it is. No, yeah, I think that's Walker up in 2nd there with a shield. With the teleporting, they're very close here, but doesn't have an item to take him out. As we see
That's
another
another
orb!
Another
Max
orb.
Petty though.
Yeah, so the orb doesn't affect the pack at all. And we see that he gets a 4th shield. Rare, stop playing for Rogo.
Wow. Yeah, please.
Oh, we see Mutata might get...
Goodness.
No, Mutata doesn't... He doesn't get hit by missiles there. He did have a reticle.
That's another one.
Yeah, so...
What is
That's like
happening?
5 orbs,
Oh
like
my
5
God.
orbs or something. Jasu getting taken out at the end there. Does get an engine. Is he going to be enough to get past Chichio? It is
No.
not. So
No.
we see 1st, 3rd, 6th, and 8th for Spain there.
Small
I
win
think
for Spain, so
that's an incredibly small win. Like probably what, +1.
believe so.
I think it is.
So still incredibly close. Like we said, a top 3 can pretty much swing this straight back into top 4. Sorry, I can't count. Numbers are hard. Top 4 can swing this all the way back into Australia's favour. So still incredibly close.
I mean, I'm just confused with what's going on. It's just chaos at the moment.
Yeah, that was a very interesting match to commentate.
Very chaotic match. A lot happened there. Just first place, basically. He just was it Samir that just ran away?
I believe so.
No, it was Vercetti.
Oh, it was Vercetti. Vercetti ran away. You're right.
But my goodness, the amount of orbs and the amount of everything on is just like, what's going on?
If anyone watches back this VOD and wants to count the power item total and then tweet it at the Competitive Hub Twitter for me, I would be very appreciative to know exactly how many power items were thrown.
Been a lot.
Give us a counter. Bonus points if you divide it up by team.
Yeah, and extra bonus points if you say who actually has them as well.
Extra bonus points if you add a compliment to me in the tweet.
Extra bonus points if you donate 20 subs to PRSSparda.
Oh my God.
And if you would like to do that, make sure you head to twitch.tv/Draskington.
Oh yeah, that's actually named my account now. I do sound Australian. I do talk about water a lot. It's pretty standard.
I mean, I always see all of your Australian mates in your chat, like Jobber.
Like Jabba the Hutt, yeah, he's always there.
Alright. We're gonna be going into Blizzard Bluff here. Like I said, this is the track I was most concerned about the latency across the whole war. Just because of the fence here, it's so easy to get looked at by the teleporting and fail the fence because someone bonked you. So.
And then other people get punished when you fail the fence.
Yeah,
you know?
true. Like the amount of times people turn around on the fence and missile people coming
That's
up.
jet tech, though. That's jet tech. That's what we call that.
Jet lag.
So yeah, we're gonna be starting off Blizzard Bluff now.
This could be messy.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not there.
So,
Alright, so-
am I getting a bad code?
Yeah, most people going tight. One person I think went around the shortcut here. We see Jichio just going for his time trial lines, gets shielded, so that's unfortunate for him. He's not going to get the
Savage
breakaway.
Savage with no fire going safe.
Yeah.
And on Mutata failing the river cut, gets bad height on his jump there. Sav taking a TNT here, and he's going to blow up from it? No, but he doesn't get any fire because of it. So we're seeing a really early top 4 here for Spain. We see that Chichio, I believe it is in 5th here, and he's fast approaching, but doesn't look like he's going to be close enough to catch just yet. We'll see if he can pull anything out, though. Sav forced to use his shield on the boulder.
Yeah, this is a difficult track to outline people on.
Yeah, exactly. If he gets some missiles in that position, though, especially since they have host, he does have a very good chance of hitting people. As we see, Rogo got caught in the snow and lost fire, so now he's going to be caught up too, potentially, here. This is very dangerous. As now Jichio's on top of him here. We'll see if Jichio can use an item here to take him out. Oh, Vachetti getting hit on the fence there, so now Vachetti can't make the fence and is getting... looks like he got comboed and has to turn around there.
Yeah. Still a top 3 for Spain, though.
Top 3, but we see
Savage is right
yeah,
behind
Sav in
Rago,
4th.
though.
Oh, barely missed
He
it.
runs out there, and Rago pulls a shield. Oh, he lost uh-oh.
Yeah, that's really bad for Rogo there. Is he? No way he's going for the cut with double fire. He makes it the Chad. Is he going to be able to take out the Australians here?
fence.
No, he got masked. So yeah, this top 4 got broken up pretty effectively here. So we see that it's now top 2, bottom 2.
It's only a +3 now from looking like a +15.
Yeah, we see Vichetti masking through though. See if Vichetti can take anyone out here. Going to be challenged with the connection though. But
Mutata failed the cut though.
oh, that's so
again.
unfortunate for Mutata. Now Australia have bottom 2. That's massive for Spain here. Going for the back bomb on the fence there. Doesn't get anyone.
That's a big win for Spain.
That is. I think that's like...
This is
Is that like +7, +9?
I think so.
Either way, that was really rough. Unfortunate, Mutata failed the river twice. It's always unfortunate to see. If you take it from certain angles, you just don't get consistent height. There are definitely ways to take it a bit safer there. To guarantee you get that height to get over. Because as we saw, failing the river is just so disastrous. Because then you have to go around and you have no fire. And respawning, of course, is not very generous.
This is looking very good for Spain now, I have to say.
I think you were right
Yeah.
with the momentum. We're seeing that the momentum really has swung into Spain's favour. So 33-point difference for Spain. Still definitely not by any means sealed. It's a very uphill battle. If Australia got 3 top 3s with 8 places each, they would tie overall. That's how it's going to be difficult for Australia now, but definitely possible. If
Spain get a +6, it's over.
yeah, so if they get +7 minimum, and then they'll be able to secure the win, as you can only get up to 38 points in 2 races.
Yeah, which is why I said +6.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you can't actually get 6 points on another team in a race. Always
Okay,
always odd numbers.
Well, now I feel
Always odd numbers, yeah.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, Sparda commentates and doesn't play for a reason.
yeah, this is why I'm bad.
One of the requirements for joining the commentary bench is not knowing basic maths.
Which I'm very good at.
Hence why I'm here.
Yes, we are the experts at this now. So, Tiger Temple, which is Spain's pick next.
Yeah.
They, seeing as how their team's more pulse heavy, they could easily get a break at the start here with the grass.
100%. The I've mentioned before that Sav and Chichio are the 2 really strong time trialers for the Australians, and they're very NMG heavy. They have a large preference for glitchless runs, so they don't do the starting pulsewood on lap 1 here. So given that it's incredibly likely that Spain will have players that can do it, that's going to be a huge advantage for Spain if they can actually get a good one and break away here. Especially since, as many people know, if you get a good breakaway and then don't get hit after those first item crates, you can just run on this track. You just go.
Yeah.
So Jassie's POV freezing on me again, 1 second. You love to see it. Alright. Oh, okay. I fixed it just in time for the race. It was fate.
Perfecto.
Alright, here we go. And we see that Rogomezto goes for it. Gets a decent
And
one, but oh no, he doesn't actually get to drift at the end, so he loses all that time. So actually it was a moot at the end there.
And Jasu collided with him because of that.
Yeah.
So that also hurt him.
So yeah, we see that it didn't actually matter in the end there, but we'll see how we go from here as we see that not too much carnage to begin with. We see that Sav lost fire, so that's really unfortunate as it allows top 2 to just run away. Also getting a bit of a misdrift there and drifts over the pad, so now he's got to go into lap 2 with no fire. Chichio the only one to up there to help as Mutata getting bombed. Bomb trading with Jasu.
And he takes out Chichio
Yeah,
as
tactics.
Oh, part of it.
So we see he tries a back missile in the tunnel. That was interesting. So we see that Samir in first has just flown away. I'm pretty sure that's Samir. So we see Chichio and Sav up in the top 4, pretty much battling Rogo, who's got a shield here. Jasu hitting takes out Walker with a nice bomb though.
Nice
That was
snipe.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous bomb there. Gets a mask for his troubles there. But he gets masked himself. He's not going to be able to hold fire. Mutata zooming through here. Looks like Vichetti hitting a trap on the grass there as Sav comes through with a canister. Mutata zooming up into 5th here. We see that our top 2, particularly 1st place, have just really run away. So Jichio in 2nd, I believe. With Sav hitting a red beaker here, going to be disastrous. Mutata doesn't take him out with his shield.
And yeah, I think the top 3 is looking pretty expected now. And Rogo loses fire. But he gets the shield, so he's good.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty secure there. So looking like, as even though looks like Sammy hit a beaker at the end, going to be securing that first, I think, because if you see how far ahead he is, even though he's having to go around, he's fine up in first, even with a power item here. So I have a feeling top 3 is secure. It's just about seeing whether Australia can hold that group of 3, 4, 5, 6 there, or whether Spain can break it up.
Rogo keeps losing fire after the pause, but he doesn't need to
Oh,
keep it because he has
Sav!
lead.
Sav gets stuck in the grass, takes out Vachetti for it, but Jasu just flies through because Sav got stuck in the grass. So that's a position lost for Australia there. He does get a mask, so he's going to be able to keep ahead of Vachetti here as Jasu's bomb goes into the mask. Jasu holding onto the bombs, likely going to be focusing on trying to take out the Australian behind him rather than getting the ones ahead. And
A win for Spain. Oh,
yeah,
Inferno.
and he does.
Overtake Savage.
Yeah, he does. He does. So yes, that does make it a win for Spain overall. That was a bit of a hectic race in the back there. We didn't actually get to see the front POV, but not like it mattered. They just stretched their legs and went on a bit of a time trial spree there. It looked like.
I believe that's a +3, I think. Let's see here.
Yeah, pretty small win, but having said that, this now means that it's pretty much needing 2 top 4s for Australia. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they need now. Yep, they need 2 top 4s to win. They can drop exactly 1 position if they want to tie. If they drop any more than that, they have lost.
Big ask for any team.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't ever want to just top 4, lol, but...
How often do you see 2 top 4s in a row
from anyone?
Yeah, regardless of how good they are, it's a big ask.
I mean, I'm sure you'd say, Rare, that this is the best track to top 4 on Dingo Canyon.
Exactly.
It is free after all.
It's free as hell, man. You can easily get it there. Australia can do it.
For them now.
So we are seeing a front row swap there, bit of chess. Jasu rage quitting and Rogo rage quitting, I think, is the other one.
And they pretty much now have the match won and they're rage quitting.
Yeah, rage quitting for just a few minutes, just a few seconds even, as they join back. They needed a moment. So yeah, Dingo Canyon is another important one to manage your positions on, because the shortcut at the start, for anyone that's obviously played the track, you've got the sand cut at the right, and if you can get a really good one to get a nice breakaway here, it's pivotal. So having people on the right side, the 2 right positions, is really important here. So swapping positions makes sense here if one of them is less confident than the other.
As a person who tends to host most matches and wars and stuff, you can actually just like mess up the cut at the start, and you can just sabotage everyone else because they'll just run into you. I've done that before. I was like, oh, I got a bad cut. I'm like, wait, I'm still in first, and everyone is a little bit behind me still. What happened?
Mauling intensifies as well.
I was like, it was a strategy.
You can do the same in the Nina's grass. You get a good start grass, and then you just break in the second one, and everyone runs into you. No pulsewood today. You just reverse parallel park into the grass. Or into the shortcut on this one.
You're giving everyone ideas now, guys. For all the work.
Yeah, every commentary now, we're going to be seeing the host just break in a shortcut at the start.
You're going to see 3 guys going for the small cut and 1 guy just stopping in the big cut, so easy top 3.
Yeah, we see a few people go for it. Jichio got a pretty nice one there alongside looks like, yeah, everyone got a pretty even one there.
Rogo's masking though. Masks can be really good at the start of Dingo, so...
and he squishes Walker.
Oh, and he gets Sav as well.
And Sav.
And he manages to get
Savage.
fire as well. So it looks like Vachetti and
Nice.
okay, so Vachetti and Rogo, it looks like are up the front here. They're contending with Jichio, I believe. Jichio has a shield early on. We'll see if they can do anything to take him out, or if he's going to hold on and ankle bite these, or fend off, I should say, these two Spanish players. Vachetti taking the TNT. Or Samir, it's actually Samir. I'm mixing up my characters. And we see Mutata with a blue shield in 6th here, not putting it on because his teammate's nearby. Almost hitting the wall there, but does have a nice recovery. Goes around here, going to be overtaken as he does lose fire in the end. Jasu coming up with a mask here, does take out Sav, does take out Walker. We see looking ahead Mutata in 4th here, on his own.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
I thought Rogo was about to pull a rare. I was gonna lose my mind if he did.
Almost, but not quite. Yeah, pretty close one.
I think he's done it before though. He had a video, Rare Tech, I think it was called. But
It's nice to have a tech that actually helps the team as opposed to one that doesn't, right?
Right. Oh, and we see Jasu getting masked by Sav here. Really unfortunate for him, but he is before slow fire, so he does keep some form of speed here. We're seeing, I think, Walker in 7th here. As we see Sav lost fire, he hits a Nitro, so he's going to be falling right down into Jasu's clutches, except Walker saves Sav and masks Jasu here. So Spain in bottom 2 at the moment, as Rogo hits a Nitro at the finish line. So not going to lose a position though, but that just means that first is secure now.
Yeah, he's going to let him pass him. Just to keep the position.
Right, and we see Sav gets hit off of the waterfall here, so he's fallen right back into 8th and has no fire. We see Jasu, I believe, has infinite, and he had a mask, but he rolling canisters now. Vachetti getting taken out, now falls down into 7th here. We'll see if Sav can do anything to take him out here, as he has triple missiles. And we're seeing that 1st and 2nd have been secured. 3rd has also finished now. We're seeing Mutata finish up here with 4th place, as Jasu tries desperately to get 5th place with those missiles, but it doesn't work. He does hold the 6th though. So we see Sav and
Confirmed win.
yeah, Sav and Vachetti at the end there. Sav getting a clock!
Nice clock.
Just to end Vachetti. Nothing worse than getting hit with a clock in 8th.
Oh, Jasu is celebrating. He is a happy guy.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Spain finally break the curse and get their first win at a World Cup.
Yep.
Yeah, so GG's to Spain for confirming the win here. So very nicely played by them, and they actually, even though we had the host swap and we did say we wondered where the favour was going to tip, they did a great job at holding their own in the
they
in the
handled
laggy
it very
host.
well.
In fact, both teams played very well under the lag, I must say. We see some teams that are just absolutely helpless. They just go tight, like crap out their items and hope they do the best. But both teams here did really well to accommodate for the lag.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy to see Jasu so happy as well. Like.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a very
nice uplifting,
very wholesome CT ranking staff. So
yeah,
if you get some
nice guy.
troubleshooting with CT ranking, the time trial website for those not aware for this game, Jasu's probably the man helping you. Absolutely lovely guy. So glad to see him happy, and nice to see Spain getting, like you said, the first win in any World Cup. For CTR, I should specify, not any World Cup ever.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Spain's got lots of wins in World Cups.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So.
No, I don't know what you mean. That was the other Spain.
Yes. The other Spain.
Very much earned, though. Well done.
Oh,
to both
100%.
sides.
So we'll see what the point difference will end up being here.
Damage control for Australia now, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that was a 3-point win for
Basically,
Australia. But, I mean, obviously not enough to win, but they are narrowing the point gap, and that's going to be really important, as we've said on stream before. Point difference does matter, does help determine things such as who you go up against, and in tight position placements, it's going to be determining who might advance. So you want to be winning or losing by the biggest or smallest margin possible.
Yeah, pretty much. And the fact that you have so many teams here that have lost multiple matches, everyone is still a candidate to kind of be eliminated at the moment. There's no guarantee for a lot of teams.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna see. We've got 2 more weeks of seeding after this week.
Are we on to the last race? Will anyone
Yeah.
stop and propose with?
Josu should celebrate by breaking his new disc in half.
Every World Cup match he plays, he has to break a disc.
Let's see who gets good grass at the start here.
All right.
I hope Justin has CTR on offer.
Yeah. All right,
Mutata. Expensive time.
Mutata getting a pretty bad grass there and has to go wide. Jichio.
Josu got clouded pretty bad.
Yeah, top three actually. For Australia, Jichio in particular getting a small break here. As we see Sammy getting taken out, but Chetty coming up with a mask here does hit one of the Australians, I believe. He comes right up into 4th here. He's on top of them, but we do see Savage with a bomb here, so that is worrying for him, but we'll see what he can do with this. Jasu in 5th here. Does get a 5th place mask, so if he gets it juiced, he can probably catch up by the blue fire pad. Probably the best place to use it here. He gets a pretty nice grass, actually, and yeah, it zooms right up here. Comes right up next to his teammate here, who takes out the 4th place Penguin. Decides to use his mask here to, I guess, protect himself from the Stomper. See if he can take out the top 2, but I doubt he's going to because it's unjuiced. So yeah, top 2 looking pretty comfortable now that the mask isn't a risk. As we see, they're very close to each other here. Sav doesn't go for the grass here, and Chichio doesn't actually get a very good one at all. Potentially lost fire, actually.
He did.
Yeah, we see that Rogo in the back has been hit here, so he's now in 8th with no fire, so he's going to be falling behind as well. As we see, it looks like Walker also has no fire in the back here. Up the front, we see it is all Sav here. He does get the bomb on Jasu, though. So Jasu not going to lose any positions here, but this is really, really good for Sav holding first.
Looks like Chichio got comboed to absolute hell.
Yeah,
so.
as happens in this game. We see 2, 3, 4 for Spain here, so currently small winning positions at the moment for Spain. 5th place Hakuma gets taken out on the final turn here, lets his teammate pass, and is just going to put on his super engine here to get infinite reserves. We see Rogomezto, yeah, he's in 7th, no item though, so he can't actually defend himself here. Not that Mutata has one either. He is slowing down a lot, gets a mask. Can he? He does hit Mutata there. Very nice job. Nice job there. So we see bottom 2 pretty much falling really far behind for Australia now. Neither one seem to have fire here. And as we see, like you said, Jichio's fallen pretty far back. Probably gets his shield taken off there? No. We'll see if Rogo gets a mask, though. This could spell the end. We'll see if he can double hit here. Jumping with a mask, though. Bit of a no-no.
Yeah.
He does miss the hit. That could be really bad, because with the desync, he might actually just get shielded immediately. Oh, but he hits a red beaker instead. No, he hits the red beaker instead. That's so unfortunate. He might actually lose more positions, though. He does get a mask. He's loving his masks today.
He can hold it.
Yeah, so we're seeing...
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
he can hold this.
He can hold this now, yeah. So the top positions, not too eventful as Sav holds his 1st place there. Jasu in 2nd with the Spanish team confirming another win here.
Strong finish.
5 point win to finish off for Spain there.
GG's to Spain for the win.
Yeah.
Well overdue for them, because they've been practicing so much this year and they've been playing some good games. Yeah,
and it was nice to see because they also had the smallest sign-up number, I believe, going in at 5 players, which given availabilities, that can be quite a rough amount of players to go into the World Cup with, considering most teams have anywhere between 8 and 10 players just to help make up for people not being available. So they've got a core committed group, and using that, they've been able to pull out a win. So yeah, very good job.
Is a happy boy.
All right.
You love to see it.
We'll see if we'll get any more celebrations from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vamos.
Vamos. So yeah, he's looking very relieved. But it was a very tense war there, so I can understand. Done a
Especially
great
at
job.
the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, that was incredibly close for the start there. And especially we can flick back the scores are finished now, so we see the biggest point difference after only a few races was 5, and up before the 15 at first half. So really tight first half, and then we see that Spain really picked up at the end, only letting Australia get 3 points back over that second
their
half.
host.
Yeah, so incredibly well done by Spain there, and we see that points overall. It's nice to see that everyone kind of did get a decent enough job done. No one really, we're not seeing anyone with 12 points who just got bodied. So nice to see that all around everyone got to share some good positions for the most part here.
Everyone played well, yeah.
Yeah. So it's always good to see, and it was a very very good match, and you could tell that everyone played to their outs. And I feel like it shows with the scores only being 38. Not the obviously not the smallest difference, but not the hugest difference either. So
good to see Spain get the win, and they're very happy with it too, and they deserve to win. They like I said, they've been practicing so hard lately, and they've been doing so many matches, even with the small number that they have, that they actually finally got what they deserved, kind of,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it as well.
Because of course, it'd be pretty hard to go into a second World Cup and win no matches again. So
yeah,
like I said, it's kind of nice that they've had their limelight.
Very interesting now that Spain and Australia have won. Did Australia win a match this year yet?
No,
they have not. So we'll see if Australia can pull a win out here. But they have two more matches they'll be having. Week 4 and week 5. So potentially Australia can get their first win as well. And if they get a win, then it'd be a lot closer to see what teams get eliminated. Because obviously if one team is 0 wins, then of course it's going to be a bit of a obvious factor who gets eliminated. But if all teams have at least one win, that actually brings the gap down a lot more.
Interesting, because I think Peru is the other team that hasn't won yet either. So next week, potentially, depending on how this goes, it could be Peru versus Australia, which means someone will have to win.
Yeah, two countries that everyone talks about desync from. So
pretty much.
We've got
ends of the world.
Yeah, desync versus desync. I'd be very interested to see that one. We'll be seeing. All right, we see this person around 3 different corners, but he still hits the guy.
Was that a lap hit? No, it actually wasn't.
Looks like a lap hit on the mini-map, but actually it's just the desync.
Yeah, that's good match today. Lots of action, lots of interesting plays, lots of lag, as expected as well, but both teams played very well.
And that's the difficult thing when for Team Australia is that every match except going against, I would say, Japan, Mexico, USA. I know Colombia wasn't too bad for them when they played them, but outside of those teams, they're going to be having connections like this, which can be really unfortunate because it can really hinder your ability to shine. Because as you can see, it's harder to play when you've got this massive lag, missiles don't even want to work, massive desync hits, so it really doesn't help the Australians there. So I'd be very interested to see them get a match against a team like Mexico or Japan with that smoother connection to see how it does go.
Yeah, because Australia have got some very good players, some very solid players on that lineup as well. Like you said, you can't see their full capacity to what they can do because it's just teleportation.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, but that's just the way obviously the game works with the connection. Australia is a long way away from a lot of people in the world, but I still think I can still see 2 weeks. I can still see them making good progress, and they can get wins. And
you just use what the game gives you. So if this is the connection you have to deal with, you learn to deal with it. It's not like there's another option. So it's unfortunate that it has to happen to anyone, but anyone that plays online games. I know I've heard comments about I believe it was Smash Bros. Brawl was one I think I heard people talking about the online being. If you've played online games, some people or everyone in certain games get the short end of the stick. So yeah, it's a unfortunate reality of internet, especially with paying across countries. So hopefully we'll be seeing some prime matches from Australia coming up.
Fingers crossed, anyway. I do wish them all the best as well.
Yeah, 100%. Except that jobber boy.
Yeah, that Jobber guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can get
toxic,
turtle.
like.
He's toxic. He
Yeah.
bullies us.
Every time. Poor Jobber.
Yeah, Jobber didn't ask for this.
No, well, he came into my stream and he was toxic and called me old. So
Oh, that's the ultimate insult. You don't call a 30-year-old old. Because we are both 30. We are both 30. No. We are both 30. I promise.
a little bit older than that, but still.
Shh, 30, 31. We'll go with that.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah. But you're right. That'll be the end of the commentary, of course. So, like we said, GG's to both teams. As usual, we really appreciate having streams up for POV, so we have something to commentate. That's not just radio commentary. And a great job by both teams, doing their best to win, and we see Spain come out on top in this regard. So it was a fun one to commentate, and thank you to Rare and Sparda for joining me.
Of course.
Most welcome. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, anytime. We've got, and you can see that 1900 or 7 p.m. UTC. We've got 2 matches coming up: Saudi Arabia versus Germany, and also France versus Mexico. 2 very interesting matches that I'm actually excited to watch both. I'm going to have to train my eyes to look in different directions. Hopefully, we'll be able to have concurrent casts of those. We'll see how that turns out. But keep your eyes peeled. We'll be having 1 match here, of course, and potentially have the second match cast elsewhere, on Twitch, of course. So get excited. If you've got a match you're more excited to watch, you won't have to worry. We'll hopefully have both available for you. So make sure, if you want to keep up to date, as the bots just plugged for me, I didn't have to type a thing. Join our Discord, the CTR Competitive Hub Discord. We have a World Cup section. You can go in and participate in the discussions about the World Cup and see upcoming matches. Follow us on Twitter, because we have we'll be posting updates on both seedings and what teams are being placed, match results, when we're live casting. So it's always good to follow us to get some updates. And don't forget, someone tweet me the power atom count. I'd love to know. So
Oh yeah.
we're gonna raid Jasu. He's still going, it seems.
Celebrating, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was doing some crystal challenges. I'm hoping he's gonna keep up with that. Before he ends, right as I raid him. But go say hi to him. Gorgeous guy, as you saw. So go congratulate him for his win, and we will catch you in the next commentary.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah, it's called, yeah.